Hello Rushmere and welcome to Mr Neary's challenge of the day. Now today's challenge is all based on just having fun, using your imagination and actually your chance to laugh at Mr Neary's terrible drawings on the whiteboard behind me. So in your resource books, what I want you to do is I want you to open it up. I want you to put the challenge and the date. And the challenge today is going to be to guess Mr Neary's terrible sports drawings on the whiteboard behind me. Now you could even have a competition between you and somebody in your household if you want to see who can guess the sport that I'm drawing on the board the quickest and the fastest. Some of you might say that's a terrible drawing and that wouldn't surprise me at all, but it's meant to be a bit of fun and get you thinking about different sports whilst being creative and using your imagination. And if you want to copy this game and do your own game at home, then you can, and you can select all your own different sports and you can do some drawings and try and see if anybody can guess what sports you have drawn on your piece of paper. So let's get started. Here is sport number 1. Let's see how long it takes you to find out what sport Mr Neary is drawing. So as I said, Mr Neary's drawing might not be very good at all, but we will find out in a moment. So what sport do we think this person here at the top is doing? Now I'm going to give you a tip, and if you think of this mountain or hill here, what's on it, okay, and what is this person here doing down the hill? And the sport itself begins with the letter S. So I want you to have a think about what sport that is, and then I want you to write it down. See how long that took you. Did it take you a long time to guess what sport that was? Did you get it really, really quickly? If you did, fantastic, well done. If you still don't know what it is, then you can always ask somebody and they can help you with it. So here is sport number 2. Let's see how long it takes you to guess sport number 2. So I'm trying to make sure my arm isn't too in the way. I want you to think about what sport is Mr Neary doing here. Any ideas yet? What has Mr Neary drawn, or what is Mr Neary drawing? Again, it's not the best drawing I've ever done, but you might be able to get it by now if you haven't got it already. So, the perfect answer for this sport begins with the letter P. So, have a think about what sport that is for sport number 2 and find out, or did you get it really quickly, or did it take you a long time to find what sport that was? And finally, for sport number 3, here we go. So we might know it's some kind of ball by now, but what kind of ball is it? What kind of ball could it possibly be? We're relying on Mr Neary doing a good drawing here, or hoping that he does. Okay, so what kind of ball is it? If I was to give you 2 tips on this one, the first one is that the ball would usually be orange and the sport begins with the letter B, so B. So have a think about what sport that might be. Now hopefully you had fun trying to figure out and guess what sports they were as quickly as possible. Again, this is a game or an activity that you could do and create your own different sports with your family at home, and then it gets you thinking and designing and being creative about our sports. So good luck. I hope you enjoyed that, and you can play more of that on your own when you have the time. Take care.